me. This internet's giving trouble, man. Man, watching abroad, she said, internet connection's bad, my internet connection's bad, internet connection bad, man. What's going on? Notifying viewers you are live. She's loving me, 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 she's loving me. Baby, you don't have to look far. I know what all the answers are to the questions filling up your head. You want me to be your only man. I kiss you tenderly while rubbing your body gently, giving you everything you need. That's why she's loving me. 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 My baby loving me. Baby, you don't have to look far. I know what all the answers are to the questions filling up your head. She wants me to be her only man. I kiss you tenderly while rubbing your body gently, giving you everything you need. That's why she's loving me. She's loving me. Okay, let's go. What we got here now? What's that? Death or Not? Jack. What's that say? A1QK, C. Mackenzie Lee in the building, Toby Nay in the building, 247 in the building, Ray in the building, D.T.G in the building, user 4744 in the building, A in the building, Aiden in the building, 245 in the building, D.T.G in the building, Hatton in the building, Junie K in the building, E in the building, Ella in the building, Julie C in the building, 1872 Watt in the building, JHHH in the building, GYU in the building, 2ZD in the building, Locktifoff, what's that? Tether in the building, Wayne Ishwood in the building, RK in the building. Have you ever played hide and go get it? A1 TKR TK, your boy in the building, QWM in the building. Yeah, something like that. RK in the building, Supermander in the building, Baz in the building, Joe Manor in the Mama in the building, Dave in the building, Soph in the building, 2WS in the building, B2 in the building, B1E in the building, was that TH in the building, Lulu in the building, Brian 22 in the building, LJ in the building, CN9 in the building, KJ in the building, Faith in the building, QWM in the building, Ann in the building, A1D in the building, what's that, Zoro in the building, what's that, Unknown building, Ween in the building, Z's in the building, Shane in the building, El Gato in the building, and Stay Sleep in the building, S1 in the building, Kitty in the building, Brian Goodsell in the building, Ski in the building, Felix in the building, 40H in the building, LT in the building, 399 in the building, Annette in the building, A Bag of Jam in the building, HN in the building, Edgar in the building, TKY in the building, 3E6 in the building, 1Q1 in the building, M969, Nudge in the building, Callum Pines in the building, Marshall in the building, what's that, LA in the building, double FH, Somalia View in the building, Ziddy Queen in the building, Casey in the building, Eagle Eye in the building, HS Pan in the building, what's that, is that A in the building, WS Dad in the building, Mirth, Alexis in the building, Julie in the building, Bonnie in the building, 222 in the building, Annie in the building, Dad's in the building, B in the building, what's that? So I can't even see what that is. Catherine in the building, 3W in the building, A in the building, Welsh Girl in the building, Scott O'Neill in the building, Carla Louise in the building, Kirsty in the building, Lisa Jane in the building, 6 Triple Z in the building, Credite in the building, Thomas in the building, Robert Nord, Philly Wills, Lewis, 12, Bills, Paula, Amos Moses, ID4, TB in the building, Habit, B in the building, FS, Lily Ann Spam in the building, Big Nose Jack in the building, Topos, KI, William McDonald, Natasha Greaves, what's that, Rob, Dr. Randan, I didn't even see that, FX, Eve in the building, Trey in the building, Amber, Rock 6A in the building, EZEX, CV in the building, Nolosa, NJ, Edge, Big Meech in the building, Sharon in the building, Mariah 8 in the building, Tar Locan in the building, HGF, Truda in the building, Sierra in the building, 2CQRS, Stacy XCV, user 258312, BHXX, Baker in the building, Alex Lothian in the building, QMO in the building, Josephine in the building, what's that saying? Leslie in the building, Jay in the building, Shaza, 9C's in the building, what's that? Chinese writing, 10, Jane in the building, Charlie Joe in the building, CJEF in the building. Okay, let's get a start. So I was watching this video, yeah, and the interviewer asked Mike Tyson who would win in a fight, a prime Mike Tyson versus Bruce Lee. It's like, you know, Mike Tyson was trying his best to be polite. He's saying, Mike says, if Bruce could beat me, we live in a very interesting world. Yeah. And he's talking about a street fight now. So then the interviewer says, like, I'm saying in a street fight, anything goes, so that means he's fast. It's like Mike Tyson can't believe what he's hearing. He said, if Bruce Lee could beat me, we live in a very interesting world, yeah? Now, I've watched a lot of documentaries about Bruce Lee. So, I mean, I questioned his talent, yeah? You know, because he never really had a proper fight. You got all these exhibition, 1-inch punch, the man hits the man in the chest, he flies across the room on the chair, all of this kind of stuff. He's got some other kind of, like, fights, demonstrations, somebody's wearing, like, some protective material, and, you know, they're kind of a fight, and it's all kind of very demonstrative, yeah? It's not like a proper fight, yeah? It's not like Michael Venom Page, you see him really brock somebody up, or John Jones really mash someone up, or Conor McGregor really beat somebody up, yeah? Or Tyson Fury really beat somebody up, or Lomachenko. It's always some kind of demonstration. But what I learned now, when you listen to when you listen to the interviews of every single one of that era who knew Bruce Lee, they tell you the truth. And that's how you know he was the real McCoy, yeah? Like, there was a heavyweight karate champion called Joe Louis. Fought Joe Louis. He could beat Joe Louis. Yeah? And also there was, he used to train some people. Then he would like humiliate them. So the guy said one day we had enough. He was always humiliating us. We had enough. He was always humiliating us. So we tried to rush him. So about seven of them tried to rush Bruce Lee. He beat them up. And when they're talking to you, you can tell. They're being honest. They're not lying. You can tell. You know something, you can tell someone's lying. They're being honest. They're not lying. Yeah. The class tried to rush him. Let's get him. We've had enough. He keeps humiliating us. Come, let's get him. He beat them all up. No one could do nothing with Bruce Lee, yeah? Then, you know, he was having problems getting movie roles in America, yeah? If you watch the film, you'll see that in the film. What's it called? Dragon? Yeah, Dragon. Starring Jason Scott Lee, who did a brilliant job on that film. Brilliant. When you watch that movie with Jason Scott Lee, man, it's like it's the real Bruce Lee. The acting is so good. But then again, it's a movie. You don't know what's real from fake, yeah? But what was said that when he was in Hong Kong, there was so much jealousy towards him. There was so much jealousy that every day somebody would jump the wall of the grounds of his house and challenge him to a fight. Yeah? And he would beat them up. Every day, that's what they said. Then also, when he was on the film set, a film extra challenged him. Because when you're on a film set, you know, somebody gets very star treatment, a lot of star treatment, and that can cause jealousy, especially if you think you're special too. So somebody challenged him to a fight. So he kicked the guy. So the guy started grinning, like to say that didn't hurt, and all of his teeth fell out. I mean, there's all these stories. Yeah? Like, everyone says this guy was the real McCoy. Then there's also that video. I've seen Bruce Lee when he's doing nunchuckers, but he's playing table tennis. Somebody's trying to say that's fake. How is it fake, bruv? The dude's really playing, he's playing two people. He's playing two people in table tennis. Yeah? He's got nunchuckers and he's beating them. This man had supreme talent. Yeah? Where it comes from is questionable. He's supposed to have had some siblings that had died. Maybe the spirits of the siblings were living in him that gave him extra power and talent. Who knows? Yeah? There's supposed to be something in his family about, there's a lot of talent in his family. So they were trying to kill a baby boy or something. And that's why when he was a baby, they used to dress him as a girl to hide him from the spirit. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. It's whether you believe it or not. But Bruce Lee was supremely talented, yeah, and special. Yeah, he was a dancer. He won a dancing tournament. He was an author. He was an actor. He was a martial artist. Yeah, there's something very special about this dude. Yeah. But whether he could beat Mike Tyson in a fight is a completely different story. Because remember, if it's a boy, he's better that he fights him in the ring, because he could be fast and the referee can save it. But remember, in a street fight, yeah, Mike Tyson pushes him against the wall and punches him. That's it. Whoever a prime Mike Tyson punches is going to sleep. You make no mistake about that. Have you seen that video? There's a video going around. And there's a guy, he's going to fight Mike Tyson, one of Mike Tyson's first professional fights. So he's thinking, I'm going to intimidate this boy. So he's like, he's taller than Mike. He's looking down at Mike with these kind of steely eyes. Dude didn't even last one round. Yeah? Trevor Burbitt got messed up. Marvis Fraser got messed up. Everyone got mashed up. Yeah? So I'm sorry. I'm like one of the biggest Bruce Lee fans, but I do not see Bruce Lee beating up Mike Tyson in real life. Yeah? That's that. What did I say? User 800-333. Okay, what else we got here? Yeah, so what they're saying is Terence Crawford versus Boots Ennis or Keith Thurman. Yeah? Maybe a lot of people haven't heard of Boots Ennis. He's a really good boxer. He's got speed, he's got power, he's got style. Yeah? He's coming like he's a new Roy Jones. Yeah, he's a really good boxer. Yeah? But the interviewer is saying, well, you know, nobody don't really know Boots Ennis. You know, the money for the fight is more against Keith Thurman because people know Keith Thurman. Yeah? People know Keith Thurman. Why he's going to fight Boots Ennis when nobody knows him? He's not a household name. Everyone knows Keith Thurman. It's better that Crawford fights him for the money. Well, what I'm thinking is, I mean, that's true, but I don't want him to fight Boots Ennis. Because if he beats Boots Ennis, then that loss could change the trajectory of his career. Yeah? You want Boots Ennis to go on, maybe slow himself down a bit. Yeah, maybe have four fights before he tries to go up to that top level. Yeah, I mean, he's very special, man. Jaron Boots Ennis, check him out, man. Check him out. Speed and power. Yeah, speed and power is what the top boxers need, and he's got both. Fantastic footwork. Doesn't stay in the pocket in front of people. Yeah, he's out of the way. He's gone. Yeah, get his punches in quick, and he's off. Power. Unorthodox. He's totally unorthodox. You don't know what he's going to do next. You can't predict what he's going to do next, man. Everything your trainer taught you in the gym is of no use to you when you're fighting Boots in this. Yeah, because he's going to do something unpredictable, something that you've never been trained for in a motherfucking gym. And he looks like he's tall and kind of like lanky, and he can punch from any angle. And he's gone. You know what I mean? Theo in the building. Yeah? Like I was saying, someone else was saying it too. I mean, Keith Thurman lost one fight to Manny Pacquiao and somehow he's just gone down in everybody's estimation. There's no embarrassment losing to Manny Pacquiao. I'm blessed in the building. Yeah, hello, I'm blessed, yeah. There's a big problem if he loses to Claressa Shields, but there's no embarrassment in losing to Manny Pacquiao. There's a big problem if he loses to Claressa Shields, but there's no embarrassment in losing to Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Manny Pacquiao will always be one of the greatest boxers that ever lived. I mean, he's won world titles at 8 different weight classes. 8. Yeah? Even Floyd Mayweather ranks him second, or was it third? It was either Roberto Duran or Manny Pacquiao. He put second to himself. Anyway, he's way up there in Floyd Mayweather's estimation. User 5967. Yeah? Yeah, so, you know, the money's on the Keith Thurman fight. Yeah, Crawford versus Keith Thurman. Yeah, I don't want to see him, but Let me see now. If Boots Ennis was to fight Crawford, yeah, I think Boots Ennis would give Crawford trouble. Because like I said, he doesn't stay in the pocket. He's completely unorthodox, yeah. He's got crazy footwork, yeah. His legs be moving like a fucking spider or something. Like as if he's a tall spider. That's how the motherfucker be moving. Hands, overhand, uppercut, boom, boom. And he's not going to stay in the pocket, you know, throwing like some combinations. Boom, 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 boom. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, out. You know what I mean? Yeah, he would generally give Terence Crawford problems. Yeah? But like I said, let him go and fight Keith Thurman. Well, who would win? Crawford, Terence, Keith Thurman? I say Crawford would win. Yeah, I would say Crawford would win. And I mean, Keith Thurman hasn't had a fight for 2 years, man. He's not even fresh. Yeah? What's I say? Sig sign with Tasha and D.T.G back up. Yeah, sign with them. Sign with them at once. Yeah, so also I saw a sad video yesterday on Instagram. So Ricky Hatton was talking about he would come home and he wanted to commit suicide, and he would have he'd put a knife to his wrist and he would say, go on, do it, do it, do it. But he couldn't do it, yeah? And he's basically talking about mental health and suicide. I mean, I don't know what happened to some of these boxers, man. You know, when they retire, man, like their whole world crumbles. Yeah, they go and fight somewhere, the crowd shouting, Ricky, 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 Ricky. Yeah. England, 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 with his waving flags. Yeah. He's a big Manchester City supporter. Yeah. His granddad played for Manchester City. So that was the first Hatton. That was a professional sports person. And then retires from boxing and everything's more quiet. So that's what he said, man. And everything's more quiet. So that's what he said, man. He would go home, he'd break down crying, he'd be crying, he'd be contemplating suicide. And he kept saying, oh, everything's all right with my family, everything's all right with my family, and my girlfriend. Yeah? It seemed very hard for him to spit out the word girlfriend. Yeah? But that's what he said. But he wanted to commit suicide, but he didn't do it. You shouldn't do it, man. Whatever problems you have in life, you can get over them. Yeah? And plus he's got children. So you've got something to live for if you've got children. And obviously he's broke. I remember he's got children. So you've got something to live for if you've got children. And obviously he's broke. I remember when Ricky Hatton retired. He's not broke, I mean. He's not broke. You know, when Ricky Hatton retired, they were saying his estimated worth is 40 million. You know, if you're broke, you might be thinking, oh, I ain't got no money, my life is miserable. That means suicide. But he's got money. So whatever issues he's got, man, he can get over them. Anyway, he didn't suicide and he's still here and his son's boxing, so hopefully mentally he's in a better place. Yeah? What else we got here? Yeah, Frank Bruno talking about AJ. Says it a couple of fights. Yeah, he says it's a couple of fights too early. AJ needs to get his confidence back up, then he can do damage, yeah? Jas, UK, 21 joined. Yeah, he said, yeah, AJ needs a couple of more fights before he fights Deontay. And like, Bruno, he's been a professional boxer. He's had losses, yeah. So he knows what he's talking about. But unfortunately, the time frame is not there for that. Yeah. If he doesn't fight, if he doesn't fight Deontay Wilder now, yeah, this opportunity may never come. I mean, they've been talking about this fight forever. Yeah, both of them were unbeaten. They were talking about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. Didn't get it on, couldn't get it on. Now, Deontay Wilder's had a draw and 2 losses against Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua has lost once to Andy Ruiz, came back and won the title back, which was a fantastic achievement. 2 times world champion. And then he lost 2 consecutive fights to Usyk, right? He's come back, he beat Jermaine, and then he just knocked out Robert Helenius, yeah? But Frank thinks he needs 2 more fights. But like I say, the time, if he doesn't get this fight now, it may never happen. But I'm very impressed with what AJ was saying. Well, I'll talk about that in a bit later. Right, so then Bruno goes on to say, Fury fight later down the line. Yeah, because, there's talk about Fury fighting Anthony Joshua. So we said that should be later down the line. Don't focus on that now. We'll deal with that later down the line, which is right. Yeah? And that fight will probably never happen anyway. Oh yeah, I saw an Instagram video, yeah? So Conor McGregor was at the Derek Chisora fight, the Derek Chisora win, yeah? So Derek Chisora must have been just coming out of the ring, so he grabs him, shakes his hand, and then as that shake, you hold someone there and you shake the hand. Then as Derek Chisora walks off, he must have realized his hands are all clammy with Derek Chisora's sweat. So he instantly walks over to a fan, shakes their hand, yeah, and then his left hand, where he's got all the sweat on it, he kind of rubs his hand down the fan's shirt and walks off. But somebody filmed it, you see. Somebody filmed it and broke it down, and you can see it's true. He shakes Derek Chisora's hand, yeah, and he's like, man's wet with sweat. Then he goes to the next person, shakes his hand, and then wipes the sweat off, and just walks off talking, blagging, talking to everyone. Boy, he's a crafty dude, man. You need to see that. It's hilarious, man. Caught in the fucking act, bro. Caught in the act. What's that saying? SZA lover. Bassett mum. In the building. Ant in the building. What's that say? Sick in the building. Hazy, 77 in the building. User 3068 in the building. User 368 in the building. Let's say 3068 in the building. Okay. Right. Anthony Joshua says, this is chess. I'm going to take away Wilder's best attributes. I'm not going to stand there with my chin in the air and say, hit me. I'm going to nullify him. It will be a very challenging for him, for sure. Let's get that again. Anthony Joshua says, this is a chess game. I'm going to take away his best I'm going to take away Wilder's best attributes. I'm not going to stand there with my chin in the air and say, hit me. I'm going to nullify him. It will be very challenging for him for sure. You see? Like nobody gives Anthony Joshua a chance against Wilder. Who's this? Raja. Yeah? Hello, Raja. Nobody gives Anthony. But he's already thinking. Yeah, he's already how he's going to fight Wilder. He's not going to stand there and try and bomb him out. Try and see how he's going to fight Wilder. He's not going to stand there and try and bomb him out. Try and. Now, we've seen Wilder go down against Tyson Fury several times, so we know it's possible. It's not like before Wilder was unbeaten.